Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? We've got Thundery. How's it going, buddy? Kobe Gaming is in here as well. Outlaw Custom Ag, the former Rank 29. How are you guys all doing? Fitchin Farms is in here as well. And we got Faber. Hey, guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. It looks as usual. We've got a little issue going on here with our capture, so let me see what I can do here. That usually works. There we go. Now, jump back over here. See if we have any sound. Can you guys all hear me okay? I've got me, and I've got the game on my end. Maybe. How are we all doing? It is good to be back. Thank you, Faber. Appreciate that, buddy. It is good to be back. It has been, I was looking back, almost 10 months since I have put any live stream out for you guys. So that is what we're going to do today. We have had a lot of changes here in the BigSky household. For those of you that don't know, back in April, my loving wife took on a new job. And because of that new job, we moved to Kentucky, USA. Quite the journey from Montana. So I'm still sticking to my roots with BigSky Farms. We're just broadcasting from a different state. So that has been what's going on. That is the lack of content for the most part. We moved in late July and did not actually get into our house until beginning of October. So there was a huge chunk of time where we were moving, packing, doing everything, and unfortunately the channel just had to take a backseat to life in this moment. So we are loving the new place. 5 Gin, we are loving it. Kentucky is amazing. The weather is much more conducive to what we like. By comparison, I've had one day here, 2 days technically, where the weather was below zero, as opposed to a whole bunch of days in Montana. Why do I have IBC containers sitting in the middle of the driveway? See, guys, this is the bad thing about not streaming for almost a year, is some of these maps I haven't really been on since then, so who knows what other surprises we're going to find. But anyway, we're back on Red Lily Farms, back on Edgewater, Saskatchewan is the map, and we are going to get rolling. First thing we need to do, if you'll notice up in the upper right corner, we are sorely in need of some cash because we have a new toy to go pick up at the dealership. We're dumping that right on the ground, so maybe we'll move. We got about 5,000 bushels of canola to ship. Hopefully that gets us out of debt a little bit and gets us enough money that we can put in the spring crop. And we will go from there. So the plan for today's stream is we're going to get this canola sold via the train up to Saskatoon. We are going to then get the new toy out and get it in the field, and then get some things up to do some seeding, hopefully. We will see how that goes. So sit back, relax, enjoy. I've got my coffee, as always. Fresh made as of about 20 minutes ago. Just about the perfect drinking temperature. I do not have any pastries because, well, I didn't go get any. So that's why. So hopefully things are going to hold together for us. Our internet here at the new house is, I believe it's what they call less than desirable. And still getting a few bugs worked out of the new house. It's all part of life and the fun of moving. So But that's what we've been up to. I've also started a new job myself, um, kind of in the midst of moving. Um, I kind of a whirlwind for us. I applied for a job. It was a guy that I used to work with had moved to a different company. He was looking for somebody, so he did the whole interview process, and kind of as a final interview acceptance, whatever, I had to accept on a Friday afternoon, which I did about late in the afternoon by the time we got all the negotiating and back and forth and whatnot done. And Monday morning, I was on a airplane. Let me go back up just a little bit. I think I'm still in trigger, aren't I? What's going on here? Monday morning, I was on an airplane for Illinois to meet basically the whole company. So that was a good time. What? Yeah, there should be room in there. There we go. Yes, I know that's to unload it, but maybe that's our problem. Maybe this is our problem? There we go. Just wasn't in the trigger. Problem solved. We're good to go. So spent 3 days in flying to and in Illinois, meeting my new coworkers, meeting my new bosses, all of that stuff. Flew home on Thursday morning. Literally got off of the airplane, went straight to the U-Haul store, picked up our U-Haul, brought it to our old house in Montana, and started packing it. And the next Monday, we were loaded up all of our earthly possessions, and we were down the road. So it's been a whirlwind. But yeah, I have to be truly, brutally honest and transparent with you guys. I almost couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited about getting back in here and streaming. So if you've been following the channel at all, I have been getting a little bit done with some time-lapse stuff and trying to get some videos, some content out for you guys. And that has been steady by jerks, is what my old grandfather always used to say. So hopefully getting a few things worked out there, getting a workflow going. The biggest reason is my wife got a new computer, and she is graciously letting me use it to make content. And so boy, the old mental rail link just died there, didn't it, guys? I am sorry. I was on a point and she's gone now. It's coming back. I'm pretty sure it's coming back. Just give me a second. So got a new computer. It is a Mac, and so it's been a challenge learning the Mac side of things for both OBS and FarmSim. You'll notice a little bit of stuttering here in the gameplay. It does not matter what settings I change, what map I play. I've just got those little settings. Doesn't matter if I'm recording, not recording. It just does it, and it's kind of annoying. So anyway, that is just our life. That is what we have to deal with. I am just super glad I am back here streaming with you guys and having a good time. So we did make a couple of changes to the equipment lineup. One of those is the surprise for later. It's nothing huge. Don't get too excited. On the flip side, you could get really excited. Go out, tell all your friends, bring them into the stream, and get a little lively thing going on here in the stream this morning. So second is I did up to Northwest Mods and Edits Peterbilt that he released a few months ago. Knew he was working on this from little hints and nuggets that had been given, and just super excited. Always have been a Peterbilt guy. So that was super exciting to get this one out. But nothing else too exciting. We've still got our potato series going, which I'm going to try to get that rolling here. I think I might switch over and do some of that in some videos. And kind of scale that back just a little bit, because there's a bunch of new maps I want to explore. Lots of good stuff coming out, and I pretty much just missed the turn for the grain elevator where we need to unload this. So we'll take a spin through the livestock yard. Ooh. Hope nobody saw that. Faber has nothing nice to say about a Mac. I have a love-hate with this Mac right now, Faber. Bunch of stuff not making sense as to why I can't get my gameplay smoothed out. Just is what it is. So it's what I've got for right now, and it's better than doing nothing, sitting on my thumb. So, but my wife is a huge Mac person. I am as well. iPhones, iPads, iWatches, everything. If I made enough money, I would get the eye glasses, whatever they are. I don't think this is where I want to go. We're going to dive off on the weeds between the buildings here. Hopefully the elevator doesn't get too upset with us. Yeah, that's exactly it, Faber. I can... Okay, so... I don't remember. Ooh, run really fast. I'm pretty sure that's the one I need for train. Yeah. I can respect that, Faber. Android's got some cool stuff going on, some good stuff, and yeah, the open source is awesome. It's just we jumped on the Mac bandwagon 18 years ago before it was super popular. It's just where we've always been. I don't remember which one is the train station. Oh, great. Talking about the train station. The struggle bus is real this morning. So, but let's see. There we can get things lined up. And I want to move over there. We're going to take the tarp off here. And we're going to see. Okay, that is not the one we want to be in. Let's try this again. Because we want to be over on the other side. That's much, much harder to get into with these big Super Bs. That's life. We'll make it work. We will make it work. Should go rent the train now that it's super close. I don't think that back hopper's going to follow us in, is it? It almost did. It almost followed us in here. Hopefully I'm not making a huge, giant mistake. Okay, it didn't sell it. Let's see what we gotta get some weed control going here. All right. How? All right. You guys might have to close your eyes for just a minute here. Because we're just going to fix things that way. And then we will see if we do better we can get a straighter shot coming out of here. Is it going to unload that? It is. Can't see it quite as well, but okay. Ooh. So, something else rather fun and exciting. As part of my new job, I work for a German farm equipment company. Have not checked out Elm Creek 2K24. I have not. Is that on the Mod Hub, Faber? That sounds intriguing. Anyway, I got to go to Germany, and I got to experience Agritechnica, which was... It's a Squiggles mod. Okay, don't know that I'm familiar with Squiggles. I'll have to check him out. Is that... It's going to be tight coming back in the next time, but I bet I can get in that way a little easier. So, anyway, is he on itch? Where do I find him, Faber? Because I'm always game to check out a new map. All right, back in. Eastbound and down. Eastbound and down. And I missed the turn again. Pull into Floyd's field here, turn around. I will look for that one, Faber. I've always got ideas floating around in the back of my mind for maps. My problem is finding the time to explore them and get some good content done for them. Life keeps getting in the way. Yep. So, but yeah, life keeps getting in the way of my gameplay. Like I keep telling my wife, I said if we could only be independently wealthy, then she could do her coaching and her swim stuff that she loves, and I could do this and wouldn't have to worry about having to pay bills. So, but till then, we'll keep working on and carving out time. All right. And I think, is the roof in that other... Is that roof in there tall enough I could get the dump truck out? Bum, bum, bum. Maybe we'll have to try it. Set up an auto drive course for the 10-wheeler. Careful, dog. Don't. Hound? Goodness, dog. Yikes. Oof. Crazy animal. Alright, so... Oh, we got IBC containers sitting out in the wheat field, too. Goodness. Sort of a party went on while we were gone. So... Alright. Let's get... Ooh. There we go. That's kind of close. Alright, so this will not hold quite all of it. There will be about 1,500 bushel left. Yeah, might be able to make that work. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right, let me see while we're filling here. Okay. All right, let's get him moved ahead. Oh, that's right, the belt points or trigger boxes on this aren't super lined up like I thought they were. Whoa, excuse the bangs there. Okay. All right. Did everybody else just see that? It filled the back hopper. Or the front hopper of the back trailer. I have no idea what's going on now. I have lost complete control of the stream. I have no idea. Okay, well, we're just gonna... Is it this truck? I have no idea what's going on. It's complete and total chaos, anarchy, everything. Oop. Have I lost you guys? What do we have going on here? Oh, okay. Looks like... Looks like we're okay. Maybe. Maybe not. That's what I figured was going to happen. Okay, is the game back? 5 Gen? Always something, isn't it? Okay. There we go. Very weird. I promised I was not going to do this, but you gotta love Spectrum Internet. Gotta love Spectrum Internet. So, anyway, while he is filling, we are gonna get the old Mac out of mothballs here. Believe it or not, one of the new things is I have the mirrors set up to work. Glitchy. All right. Yeah. 5 Gen. They are literally the only option we have for our house. So didn't really have a choice there. So is what it is. We'll survive, but yeah, it's painful. So I think we can get a little bit in here yet. Remember how much this thing holds. But while we're waiting, we'll see if we can set up a course play course. Filling at the home yard and dropping at I don't have north unload, north wait, north. I don't have a course set up. So that's not going to work. Not going to work. So what we're probably going to do is scratch that idea. Park him out of the way and go back to hauling with the semi. We've only got one load left. So and we will probably park this guy over by the Quonset hut because we will need him for putting seed in the air seeder. It's way easier to do with him. All right, enough of this jabber John. Let's get back to unloading. So all right, what else fun and exciting have you guys been up to? Anybody doing anything fun and exciting? I believe spring break is coming up. I don't think we're doing anything super exciting. Oh, the deer. All right. Stop just means slow down a little bit, right? Yeah, I knew you guys knew that. All right. Nice, easy turns. Let's swing over. Oh, yeah, you can just see the trailers in the rear view mirrors. This is awesome. So I do have to say, when it's not glitching and stuttering, this Mac does play this game very well. We inherited a huge curved screen. Not huge, it's 32 inches, something like that. Big fan. Big fan of the curved monitors. Ultimate goal for the setup would be a, excuse me just a second, my kitten, what do you have? Excuse me just a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. The cat had a hold of something that she was not supposed to and was going to make her ill still. I'm also super thrilled and super happy that you guys cannot see my desk and work area. because it is an absolute pit. Think Princess Bride, Pit of Despair, because that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. So, all right. Train waiting. Come on, come on, come on. Train's out of the way. Lift the arms up. We gotta go. Okay. Hope you guys can't hear that silly cat meowing in the background, because she's just... We have two cats. And the older cat that moved with us from Montana, he basically became my daughter's cat. And he sleeps in her room. But when he's done sleeping, he decides that it is time to get up. Oh, come on. Really? Just knock over that little fence post and we'll move on with our life. And so when he is done sleeping, everybody, especially her, needs to be done sleeping because it's time to wake up. I think we can. I got this one figured out. Okay, let's tarp and hopper and see if we can get something to come up and unload. It's probably good that we didn't get any in that other one, because I think, yeah, so we got to back up a little bit or I think we do have to back up. Which, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we can switch over to here and go there. I don't think the ceiling in here would have allowed that other truck to unload. I think it would have been too low. So, all right, how's everything looking? Everything's okay there. We're doing okay. All right, pull ahead. And kind of forget the multitasking part of streaming, all the different pieces and parts I gotta have going at the same time. So I think my beloved button box here, the old Cytec side panel, I think she's starting to go. So I think I'm going to give that Thrustmaster arm stick a shot. I might still have a little bit of Christmas money burning a hole in my pocket, so I think I'm going to try that baby out. But, okay, let's see. Oh, I bet I can just go through there next time, can't I? I bet I can. You guys were holding that one out on me, weren't you? You guys, I tell you what. Good times. Good times. Great oldies. 107.9 the Bob. That is one thing I really wish I could stream music into this, because sometimes you just want to roll the window down and cruise. We'll deliver the last little bit of this. We'll see if we can get the train rented and get it sold. And then we'll get back to farming. Little did you guys know that you would be in a dumbed down version of American Truck Simulator Canadian Edition. All right. Ooh, this turn's not going to be pretty. Yep. Took out the stop sign at the end of the road. I'll be getting a visit from the county about that one. Wish I could say it was the first time it's happened, but it's not. So, okay. Thought I'd take a little different way through the yard this time for you guys. Really should get those containers out of the way. We'll take care of that off camera later. All right, so back to loading. Nothing important there or there. All right. I have no idea. No idea. So. All right. The view outside my window here of my office in the new house is not quite as stunning as my old one. You have a great day as well, 5Gen. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy breakfast with the kids. I'm scheduled to do that about 10 minutes after my stream is done here, so they'll all be awake and ready to go. So have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one, and keep an eye on the channel. Hopefully some content be coming out soon. All right. Last load. Headed in. Hopefully this gets us out of debt and back in the black. Back in black. You hit the sack. Bunch of words that I don't know to the rest of the song. Hopefully I didn't offend any AC/DC fans out there. See, with no stop sign, we don't have to stop there, right? Let's see if I can get all the way through this whole thing. No stops, no screw-ups, no wrong turns. That's what we're going to do, right? That's how good it's going to be this time. All right. First turn successful. I think this time we are going to try going back through that other one. That'll probably end up an absolute disaster as well. I do have to say, the more I play with my wheel, the more I like to do in-cab stuff, especially going down the roads, and especially trucking. There's not really a whole lot going on behind us that we need to keep an eye on. But it is kind of funny because sometimes I will do some setup for the next stream or the next video, whatever. I'll do that on a laptop, just hanging out in the living room with family. And I'll use my Xbox controller for that. And it's crazy how I will very rarely be in cab with the Xbox controller. But with this thing, when I'm playing with the steering wheel, it's almost like every time I go down the road, oh, yep, got to jump in the cab and drive down the road. So kind of crazy. One of those little nuances that you noticed. So we do have a pretty amazing backyard at our new house that we are all getting super excited to enjoy when summer gets here. And I say when summer gets here, it's been 80 degrees already one day. So last week it was Wednesday. And so working for who I work for, I can work from, I work from home and then go on the road a little bit. Or a lot, actually. That's the biggest. Anyway, we won't get into that. But the wife and I sat outside almost the whole day and worked out on our back porch because it was so unbelievably nice. Oh, duh. Like, why am I not getting the trigger to unload? It's because you have the HUD hid, Houdini. What can I say? Now, figures the last load of the day I would have this figured out. It's about my speed. I'm good there. Alright, I have to know when we're empty. Sorry. Okay. Let's switch. Pull it ahead. Did I get stuck? Okay, so we'll come back out of here. Jumping around a little bit, sorry about that. Alright, so let's see what sort of trouble we can get into back here. Because I want to... Can I... No, that's not going to work. Let's do it over here. So we are going to head over to the dealership and pick up the new toy. And I think we're going to load it up on a trailer and get it out into the field right away, because it definitely needs to be done. So typically, I generally, as a rule, just for no reason other than, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I always seem to choose other things to play with. But I've been looking at this John Deere sprayer, and so this is what we've got. 40, 45, 120 booms, I believe. And as a new spring deal, winter deal that the dealer was running, they put some chemical in it for us already. So, but one thing we need to do, burning too much diesel fuel there, is we do have to cruise back over to the elevator, rent our train, and sell the grain. So, is this the little... Where do I... definitely have to pull the map up and figure it out, aren't I? Back here? Oh, for crying out loud, in a bucket of salt. Oh, it's clear up here? Oh. Well, I didn't know it was clear up here. All right, rent the train. Why am I not renting the train? R, rent the train. Return. Oh, because I'm a goon. I thought there was a dialog box that came up for it. So now we wait. Be like a hoodlum walking down the tracks here. So we also, almost 90 some odd days ago, turned the calendar on 2024. I'm seeing lots of stuff from creators about 25, Farm Sim 25. What do we think? Is it coming out? I don't know. You guys tell me. Hmm. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Hey, there's our train. Oh, okay. So, I believe I have to start the train first. Let's oh, okay. I see how this is going to go. We we got to get the train backed into position here. And I think out there should do it, I hope. Maybe. I sell just about everything. Oh, are we too far now? Oh, we are too far. There we go. All right, let's get this loaded. And we'll see what kind of frivolities will ensue from this. I don't think it all fits in one car. I think we're closer to what, 20, I think it's 3,000 bushels in a car. 35? $36. Okay. So that means I have to see if I can do it this way a little bit. See if this is a little easier. It's the funny thing with a train is we got going on here now. Sorry, I gotta somehow sneak in there. I don't think we're quite far enough ahead, are we? Maybe. There we go. All right. Get her going. So I've been selling on my time lapse on UMRV. I've been selling everything with the train to Minneapolis. And so when you get everything loaded, you can either send the train on its way or you can drive it to the sell point. So I've been doing a lot of this. And this is pretty cool. the inside view. I wonder, shoot, I was hoping I could lean to the side, kind of see, but this is kind of an interesting way to look out the window and see the countryside go by, I always thought. So that's usually what I do in the UMRV series. So we've got Larry's bale sale over there, storage, another spot where we can rent the train. And it kicks us out. Yes, we do want everything sold. 209, $7,000 bonus, 81 to lease the train. So we made 214 almost. No, 216 and a half. So 100 and what, 14,000 to play with. So I'm not going to pay down any debt with this. I am going to get the spring crop in, and then we'll get life figured out. So here is the sprayer, and then up over here is our flatbed trailer that we also bought. Got a good deal on that at an auction last winter, and brought it over here to the dealer, had them go through it, tune up a little bit of the wiring, weld up a couple of small cracks on the outriggers and everything there. So we're going to get this loaded up here, and if I remember how, I think our combine will fit on here as well, but I'm not sure. But also, by the time all the crops are sold, I'm hoping that we can have a different combine for this fall. I'd love to try out some different machinery. Whoa. Okay, well, probably should turn super strength off. Oh, well. So, but this is what we're gonna do. Let's check out the cab like we always do. This still has the older style cab for the John Deeres, but still a great machine, and I'm super excited to do it because I believe these booms sort of contour the ground a little bit. Still, that's really cool. I caught a glimpse of a mod in Mod Hub this last week, and I haven't seen it back on the testing list. So I should say it was on the testing list. And one more thing we got to do in here is we got to unpark it, and then I want to put those on. And if that one comes out, that is going to be a really fun mod for us to play with. It's a pull type sprayer mod. And so, yeah, who knows? So, all right. So as you can see, we've got our chemical loaded up in our new sprayer already. We are going to head up to, see if I remember where we're going. Pull the map up. We're going to go way up north to fields 28 and 29. They are first on our docket to get planted. We're going to throw some peas up there, I believe, and so I want to get those in a little early as I can. But everything is going to need to be sprayed, so that is what we're going to do here. So let's just sit back, relax, and see how this wide load goes. So don't do a whole lot of pulling and transporting in Farm Sim because I usually have stuff fall right off the trailer. But we're going to give it a shot. See what happens this time around. So let's nope. I thought there was a, I'm going to have to look. Oh, do we have to do that? There is 5. I knew it was that one. There we go. Whoop, all over the place here. Yikes. So this to the left is also our field, I believe. Just pull the. I don't know. Remember what I had on my notes? Oh, our peas are going there. We may have a problem with my notes because I'm not sure what's supposed to go where now. But anyway, we are gonna. Hello, kitten. Hi. Do you want to come up? No. Okay. You're just gonna claw my leg and make it difficult for me, huh? All right. You guys, you want to come up? Okay. Come here. Come on up. Okay. How about we do this? Here. You say hi to everybody? Hmm? Look at the camera. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. Morning, Sim Guy. How's it going, buddy? It has been a very long time. Hmm? Yeah, okay. You want to go? All right. Oh, no, I don't think walking across my computer desk is going to be a great thing for you, kitten. We're going to put you down. There you go. All righty. Kitten does want to play FS, man. She is a spicy little kitten, so we got her on kind of a rescue type adoption situation, and she's been a great addition, but she just sort of rules the roost as most cats do. So she doesn't like to take no for an answer. So here she is wandering around my desk. You guys probably can't quite see her. So, anyway, back to enough kitten play. We're gonna get back to streaming here. So I am doing well, Sim Guy. I am doing well. You are just so much fun, Miss Kitten. We are living life, Sim Guy. We've got things back rolling. Hopefully we'll get back to a little bit more steady schedule. The downside of sharing... Hey, no. Do not claw my monitor, you little goofball. Downside of sharing a computer with the wife is when she goes out on the road, she takes it with her. So, don't know what next weekend will look like. We'll maybe try to see if we can sneak another one in. This week, who knows? Just be watching the channel, watching Facebook. I will post when we're gonna get back to it. So, wow, there we go. Okay. All right. Cool. So, let's jump down. You are just a pain, cat. All right. Everything looks good there. I want to step around and shut off the truck. And we'll get to spraying. And I think we're probably close enough. We just might spray that other field as well. So we want to get weeds killed. This is our pre-burn. Probably have to come back with some post later. I think I'm just going to do a nice straight north up and down here. It is really good to be back. Sim Guy, I got the bug again. Not that I didn't have it before, I just didn't have good equipment to give you guys the best experience possible. I like to put out as good content as I can. And why are the weeds not dying? Are they too old? I didn't think they were. Can weeds be too old? I mean, it's bad. You can see it's really bad. Hmm. That's weird. Okay. I guess we pivot for today? I don't know. Because it's not killing anything, and it's not. Yeah, I guess that sort of answers that question. I might have to try a weeder there, sim guy. That's kind of a bummer. I'm assuming it's the angle of the, yeah. Okay, well, guess we're going to move into seeding a little quicker than what I thought we were. Oh, I see my cat has goofed up the angle of the camera there. Still not quite right. There we go. Gotta love pets. Gotta love pets. Okay. Well, whoop. Now that she's gone, maybe we can move a few things back around to where they should be so I can function normally. Okay. Let's see if we can get this baby back on the wagon. Whoop. Need to be over just a little bit. I wonder. In cab, we can be dead right on in the middle. Look at there. I like that. That's awesome. Okay. So get it right where we want, then we'll take another look. So I want to be just about to the bottom of the headache rack there on the truck. That's cool. Okay. Shut that off. Turn those flashers on. Excellent. We'll jump out. Climb in the truck. Start it up. Flashers. Hazards. Fold the... Now I think as I turn through the neighbor's field here, I don't think this is going to... My tire tracks aren't going to take anything out. I think you're right, Sim Guy. I think I do need a weeder or a mechanical means of taking out the weeds. So, pets and women don't mix, he says. That's not good, Sim Guy, because I have a house full of animals and a house full of ladies. So, I'm just sunk. So, I'm just kidding. It's awesome, and I wouldn't trade it. I love my ladies. So, all right. So since we want to be lined up there, I do have traffic turned off, so I don't have to combat that too much, but I want to make sure we are going the right way. So I think we're just going to head home with this. Or do you suppose it's because we're in the middle of February? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on here just a second. Okay, I need to make a couple of changes because I just thought of something. For some reason, I had this set on 4-day seasons. I don't know why, but it was. So we're going to go back to 2 days. And then I think we're actually going to turn around. And we're going to try advancing the time to the beginning of March. Because I know I can't plant anything till the beginning of April, so we have to advance ahead anyway. And I was going to do that at the start, but then I realized that canola needed to be sold, and so this is just... The wheels on the bus aren't coming off, but they are going around and around and around. And the wipers go swish, swish, swish. Swish, swish, swish. Alright, back to the field we go. Then we will jump back to the farm, advance the time, and see what happens. Because I think for 2 months of loan payments, it's put a big hit in our hundo that we need for spring. I do like hauling this sprayer. It fits very nice on this little trailer. I don't think this is gonna change anything, I'll be honest. But actually, you know what? I don't even have to go to back home. I can just do this because I have the advanced time adjust mod on there. And now we're gonna spray in the snow in February. Okay. Really? So I have actually changed jobs, Sim Guy. I was talking beginning of the stream. Apologize. You weren't here for it. Family and I have moved to Kentucky, and I am working for a German farm equipment manufacturer. Some of it is even in the game. So, based out of Kentucky, cover Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. I get up into Wisconsin a little bit, but not too much. Can I spray when it's raining? And most importantly, why did my... I don't know why that didn't take effect. But let's... Yes, wow. Those loans took out our money incredibly fast. Okay. So, we have no more money. We're now almost $300,000 in the hole. And we'll probably have to take out another loan. But we are the 1st of April, so we can start seeding. Okay. I did not realize we were that far in the hole. It makes me wonder, how much money are we in the hole? Oh, I didn't realize we were almost 6.5 million in the hole. Hey, Jake, to you. Welcome in, buddy. Sorry, I'm old, and so I have to look really closely at my chat because I'm old and my eyes don't work very well. So just something for you guys to look forward to that are the younger crowd. Let's. Oh, no. Ooh. I don't have much hope that this is going to work, but the only thing we can do is try. Oh, and we're going to unfold the booms right into a tree. Get those out nice and wide. Yep. Okay. Okay, this is not working either. Oh, the best laid plans of streaming farm sim. So we've wasted all of our money fast forwarding the time, and now we are stuck. So, but we remember from last time. Let's see if we can get lined right up on here. Scary. And we want to be a little bit further back than that. Right there is where we want to be. Shut that off, start those flashers. We'll head back for home and get to seating. I have no idea what we're going to do for money. There's always F12. You guys. You guys. You guys. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to turn that off. And we're going to set our money to what we had before. It was 114 something, right? I don't know. 645. Okay. Thank you for indulging me that. Now at least we've got some money we can put the crop in. So, alright. We're going to head back for the farm. Towing this baby. Hey, BC Paladin. Nice to have you in the stream. Welcome in, buddy. And yes, we are back. Hopefully, it's going to be kind of sporadically a little bit, but hopefully semi-regularly we'll be streaming and getting content out. So, as I was telling Sim Guy earlier, a couple of you guys just joining in, the big lack of content there since April of last year. First got busy with work. It was a very late spring, kind of across the country. And so everything was done in about 30 days. So it was a super short one, but it was insanely busy. Funny thing is, in the middle of all of that, my wife and my wife applied for a job and got a new job in Kentucky, USA, down here in Bowling Green. So we have relocated over the summer to here. She is killing her new job as a swim coach. She's loving it. Program is growing under her tutelage already, and they just finished up the Little Kid Championship where they finished the best they've ever finished. So team is awesome. Parents are super happy. Everything's golden there. That is exactly right, Paladin. A slight culture shock. A good culture shock though. The winter, I think our average temperature was like 20 to 25. There was no snow until January, and it was gone in less than a week. And by no snow, I mean there was like 2 inches of snow, and it was gone 2 days later. So that aspect has been insane, amazing. But yeah, we packed everything up. We moved down here. We had quite the adventure moving. 3 days driving across the country in the U-Haul with all our earthly possessions in it. That went well. Actually, it was flawless. There was no issues. The biggest issue I'll say that we had is that my wife and I took different exits at one interchange, and she went through North St. Louis, and I went through South St. Louis. But other than that, it's been amazing. It's been great. new job is adjusting to it. For me, um, gone a lot more than what I had hoped to be. Um, hopefully that slows down a little bit. So it wasn't quite 3 days solid, sim guy, but it was. We left Montana about 10 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock might have been, and we drove till about 1 the next morning to get to our first stop. Because we had pets and everything, we had to be a little bit choosy about which motels and everything we stayed at. And so, but yeah, once we were on the road, and then I think the next day was about a 10-hour drive, 8 to 10, somewhere in there. It's kind of hard to tell with the old U-Haul. And then the third day was about a 6-hour drive. So 17 hours total in driving, split up over 3 days. So it wasn't quite as exciting as 3 straight days. But yeah, it was quite a drive. So, and it was fun. Again, I'm a very much an experienced guy. So it was a fun experience, but I don't know that I will ever do it again. So let's pop in here, check the oil. Oil looks good. Let's jump in, see if this baby will start. Everything, monitors all come up. Excellent, excellent. Let's see if we can cruise this baby out of here. All right. I feel like I should. So a U-Haul sim guy is what we have over here in America, and it is a company that rents out either trucks or trailers. And ours was a 26-foot super mover, so it's basically a 20-foot. It's a big box truck, right? And so you cram all your stuff in there and drive across the country, and away things go. So, like I said, it was an experience. It was adventure. I am glad I did it. Don't necessarily want to do it ever again. So, doesn't mean I don't want to move again. Just means I won't be doing the moving myself per se. So, yeah, exactly. BC, 10 hours is enough in the U-Haul. And I was pulling our little car behind our U-Haul, and then my wife and the kids were all in the van with all the pets and, luggage, suitcase, all of that. So it was quite an adventure because they could obviously go a lot faster than I was. I could max out. If I was at 70 miles an hour, it was pretty fast. But also, as the speedometer went up, the gas gauge went down. So we had to kind of 65 was the happy medium I chose. But yeah, it was an adventure. And we put the seed or the fertilizer in the back compartment. I don't remember. But yeah, so I had to be very careful about which gas stations I pulled into. Excuse me. Because I couldn't really back up. Gotta get in. How do I get in? There we go. I couldn't, it was the car hauler had a kind of a pivoting axle, I guess I'd call it. And so it was an adventure to get in and out of places. So I was playing big time trucker and using all the trucking exits and truck stops and whatnot. So, all right, we got to get a little bit of seed here. That's what we're going to try to do. Seed should be in our last bin over there. And I hope I can get under there. May have to help it along just a little bit. And then once we've got some seed in there, then we got to move it over one and get into our fertilizer. Oh yeah. This is the part. This is the part in Farm Sim that I love. Having to do these little things, make it a little bit more realistic. Realistic. Um, the immersion in the gameplay. This is what I love doing. I love this. So let's see if this all works. All right. There we go. There's our seeds. 2,000 bushel of seed. This will not quite fill us, which is going to be fine. So, yeah, Kentucky's been awesome. The weather's been great. The people have been amazing. Yeah, there's been adjustments all around, little things here, there, whatever, but you'll have that anywhere. So, Kentucky food has been amazing, and the bourbon. Big fan of the bourbon. So, all right, 624. I love how because my screen is curved, right? So I'm looking around. We'll just go around and see if we can put it in here. All right. Okay, so let's see if we can get this. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, it'd be a little bit further back. What's your deal here? Because it should be able to unload that hole. Or is it just too... It's gonna work. It is gonna work. Let's... No capacity for spare seeds, huh? $500. Interesting. I thought we carried a little more in this thing. Oh, no, we did the split tank, didn't we? Okay, that's on... Okay. Never mind. Okay, so... Because I'm not paying attention, now we get to do double duty. And get... the big auger out. And unload our seeds so we can... Trying to start the motor. Vehicle, I'm in the auger, right? Yeah. There we go. That was really weird. Of course. Oh. Let's get that out. And get this up. Looks like we don't have to move it very much. Okay. So let's turn this way. And then turn back this way. Okay, we're right where we're supposed to be. Keep moving that guy out. Okay. And we're going to get out of this one. Ooh, a little glitchy there. Little glitchy glitch. Not the end of the world. Whoa. hopefully this works. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Whoop. I think it'd be really cool if you could, if to drive this you had to stand down by the controls and drive it that way, but I'd be asking a little too much of Farm Sim. Slide it right under. I think we're good there. All right. Let's sneak over here. Oop. Don't back over the hopper. Goodness. It is a comedy of goodness, I don't even know what this morning. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I suppose it would help if I knew how to use this equipment. I mean, might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this. Like, I'm just literally making this up as I go along. So, since we don't need seeds, there we go. 13.7 cubic yards of good old-fashioned homemade fertilizer. And we're going to get all of that in this truck. So it looks like we might need to be hauling in some fertilizer. Oh, I got to switch tanks on the there we go. All right. We're going. We're doing. We're winning. Kind of. I don't know. See how far this gets us. Throw the tarp back over. Just pull him here out of the way. Shut that off. Okay, now the one thing I need to do is take a look. So it was lentils. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So up here, this was lentils. And by my crop rotation, it was lentils. So it needs to go into wheat, which I don't think is a spring crop, correct? Yeah. So then does it, we must go into barley with it? So, because we'll have a field of oats, a field of wheat, a field of lentils, a field of peas, field of cone, field of barley. We won't have any flax. So where's our flax supposed to go? on our little rotation here. So crop rotation app. We'll do it, Jake. Thank you, sir. Wheat, canola, potatoes, or peas, because peas aren't in the list, you see. I suppose I could edit this app to add them. Do I have that capability? Probably not. Barley, fallow, or flax, oats, and soybeans are our lentils. It's best I could do. Best I could do. So, um, so uh, 5810 is going to be peas. So maybe that's just where we start planting because I don't want to put the barley in quite yet. Let's make sure we can plant peas. I had this all planned out last night, guys, I swear. And then, yeah, so we can put peas in. I really want to try green field oats and see what that looks like and harvest it for some animals, but I don't have any animals. So, okay, let's see. Get that back up. See if we got some flashers. All right. We got flashers there. Got them out there. This looks good. Flashers there. And there. Perfect. We're looking good. All right. Let us get this road train moving. And I think I can squeeze between there without taking out power poles. We're going to set a cruise control of about there. See how our first bridge goes here. Yeah, that's exactly right, Sim Guy. I am making it up as I go along. Totally making this up. So, all right. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a make-believe game. Why not make it up as you go along? I like to have a little bit better story for you guys. I'm trying here, all right? Trying. Okay, so 5810 is right up the way there. And that would be able to get us set into 2829. What's going into 532322? That's going to be our oats, so we could do early oats as well. Because basically, can you guys see my mouse? Probably not. Let's horseplay up. So we got wheat here in 6 and 32. We got 5810, 2829, 53, 23, 22, 22 and 19, and 42, 43. Those are our whole line of, those are our fields, right? It's multiple fields. I've hopefully tried to combine them into one as best I can. So we got 1 field, 2 fields, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'd like to have 3 cereal crops and a 3 of the flax, lentils, and peas. So we're just going to go plant and throw the crop rotation out the window. How does that sound? Yeah, exactly right, Jake. I make plans and Farm Sim laughs. That is going to use that quote, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going. While we're talking about this, I better change to the right crop before I end up planting something I don't want. We're going up to 28, 29, and we're putting flax in up there. Why? Because I want to. Yeah, that's right. That is right. We could probably go just a skosh faster, but I don't want to heat everything up. There's a couple little hills here. So we might get a little bit planted yet. Let's see here. Excuse me here. I need to check on the kids, find out when they got to be where. Okay. So that's part of the fun and the love of this map is all the weird curves and the smaller fields, but yet I like the ability to put some of those fields together and make them a little bit bigger. Because if you followed the channel for any amount of time, you know I love doing big equipment, big farms, big everything, basically. So we're going to start over here in the same corner that we always do and always go counterclockwise around the field. No, we're going to try clockwise this time. Growing up on the farm, anytime, big is the name. Yeah, it's not just Big Sky Farms, it's Big Sky, Big Farms, big dreams, big success. Big channel? Not quite. We're working on that one. We'll get there. We'll get there, kids. So, all right, let's coming into the field hot here, folks. Coming in hot. All right, we want to run about 6 miles an hour. I think that'll work. All right, I want a turn the GPS on. Let's plot us a north course. Auto width this to 75, and let's back that off just a little bit. There we go. And let's see if this thing will unfold. There we go. So it looks like our flax may not need much fertilizer, which is okay. All right, let's throw some fans on. Okay. And the wheels on the bus just come off. And they keep coming off. All right. Putting barley up here, and that's the end of it. And I just ran right past it. Peas, lentils, wheat, barley. Okay. Our barley will need some fertilizer, so that'll slow us down a little bit. This is just how this is going to go, you guys, all right? Okay. Let's turn off our flashers. And my GPS didn't take dog biscuits. And I don't really want to plant this at 195 degrees, but because GPS is besting Big Sky today, which, I mean, none of you can be surprised at this. Like, none of you can, because this is just how it goes for us, right? Yeah. All right. First planting of spring 2022. See how it goes. It be like that sometimes. That is 100% correct, Jake. All right. Digging this so far. Everything's working well. So something that's always been pretty crazy to me is back in my Montana days, this speed right here, 5-6 miles an hour, is all the faster these ginormous air drills go. That's it. Um, I mean, yeah, you're covering 75 feet at a time. A couple of them get over 100 feet at a time. It's just insane. Insane that you just move that slow. So, it's going to be game changing, though. I'm not going to lie. With Case and John Deere releasing tractors over 700 horsepower and John Deere up over 800, um, you know it's coming. So it's going to be wicked awesome when those tractors get in game. It's going to be super cool. I can't wait. Um, but yeah, it's just going to be awesome. Um, but in real life, it's going to be cool to see what. Ooh, oh, there we go. Say right into the tree. It's going to be super cool to see how big we can get with air drills. And kind of the crazy thing is, Western Canada is going to push that envelope like you wouldn't believe. So um, they've got big acres up there, big ground up there, lots of ground to cover. Alberta, Saskatchewan. So I am going to get that in the game, Jake. It's just not in this save yet. But yeah, I definitely want to play with that conservative agriculture. Um, it's pretty awesome. The concept behind it, I like it. So, so. All right. This is going surprisingly smoothly. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So one of my old customers at my old job in Montana was actually the Big Bud factory, the Big Bud dealership, that made their own tractors. I did not have an opportunity to go see the factory or anything, but I did work with one of the guys, one of the salesmen from there, and he said they had lots and lots of pre-orders for them. They were just having some issues getting everything finalized. So, but yeah, if they ever get that one done, that thing's going to be pretty freaking cool too. So, and we know this amazing modding community that we have in this game, they'll get it done. I mean, if you think about it, how long was the real 715 from Case? How long was that really in um, development, testing, all of that stuff? And they released that in March or in August of last year at Farm Progress, and custom modding's got it in the game ready to go by 1st April. I think it's coming out like the 29th or something like that. But it's crazy how quick our modders can do stuff like that when there's almost nothing to go off of but pictures. I mean, the talent these guys have for modding is just crazy, in my opinion. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean that screen up for you guys. Oh, I forgot about this tight little hairpin. This is gonna be gotten as good as we can here. Ooh. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. So, also, BC, with Big Bud, that dealership and that company, they sell another brand of air seeder called Seedhawk. Correction, Seedmaster. Excuse me. And Seedmaster is partnering with John Deere to build a huge air drill. So it'll be cool to see how big they got that thing up to. So um, John Deere's got what, the 48 row corn planter, which is 120 feet wide. So I'm curious to see if they can get an air drill up to that big and have it be accurate and reliable and everything. So Borgo is up at 100, and that's the same one that's in the game here. I've actually seen one of those in person. They are just as big as they look on TV. It's crazy. So I am just super happy to get in the field and farm sim, get some spring crops going. So we'll have to keep this up. I like this. It is some serious coin. Sim guy, we were just talking about that at our weekly service meeting at work yesterday. The new John Deere 9R 830, 830 some odd horsepower. Saw on Facebook the other day that it's going to ring in at just over $1.2 million for one tractor. That's insane. Don't mind me, I just hit the fence again. So, no. You know what they say, good fences make good neighbors, and I am going to get into a whole bunch of trouble here because I'm going to hit it again. Yep, going to hit it again. You guys should be used to my chaotic driving by now. So, I think, you know what? We're just going to take off. We're just going to stick with one headland and see if we can get things turned around there. We're going to try that. So I'll do a little bit of kickback here and just let her go. I do hear a dog scratching at the door. So I may have to run and let them out here for just a minute. We'll see if the kid wakes up and hears the dog. Oh. But yeah, I will miss the spring hustle and bustle and rush of air drills and seeding in Montana and seeing all the big equipment. I'm definitely going to miss that. But being here in the Corn Belt and having two of the three I states in my territory, I'm sure I will see some big equipment and some cool corn planters, and company I work for has some big stuff of their own that's pretty cool. So nothing quite as massive as 100-foot air seeders, but so and learning about corn and soybeans and other row crops are going to be a huge huge challenge for me. It'll be fun. So I am curious though. I'm going to have to do some digging and find out. I know they changed the weeds in here. I'm just curious why I couldn't spray them. Sorry to disappoint you, Sim Guy, with not doing a mechanical weeder, but I knew this would take them out while we planted. I was shooting for a little bit of realism and just didn't make it. So. And we're going to get hung up in the tree again. And this time I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak it past it. Awesome. Nope. No. Oh, that's bad. Well, you guys can go ahead and keep an eye out for that on a short coming up soon, because that will be coming to your shorts feed soon. Let's see here. We want to drive forward and refold it out. Oh, right into the tree. Oh, heavens, 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 heavens. I don't normally like turning that short, but sometimes things happen. A little different view for you. I do like this versatile delta track. It is fun. And best thing is, part of the reason I chose it as well is it's got the Borgo monitor in it already. But then it's also got the Trimble GPS. So I'm a Trimble GPS fan. So um, all fun little things. So, and with this, like I said, this computer it's a Mac. It's the wife's computer. She is graciously letting me use it. And so it'll run it with the mirrors just fine, but it glitches every now and again. It lags or it stutters, and I can't. I've tried it with the mirrors on, tried it with the mirrors off. Nothing makes it better. Lots of stuff makes it worse, but nothing really makes it better. So, all the joys. All the joys. So we want to turn off our GPS, see if we can get a nice corner made here. And we'll be way over to the right, aren't we? Yep. Okay. So, should be able to get this side buttoned up real quick, and then, yeah, I think I'll be able to stream long enough to get this done. At least I'm hoping anyway. So, hoping. Baseball's around the corner. Opening day is just a couple weeks away. Excited for that. See if my beloved Cardinals can do a little bit better this year than they did last year. So, we shall see. Okay, so I cannot keep this machinery out of the fence. Goodness. It's like this is my first day or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we can pull it up. All right. I love GPS. So you can argue or discuss or whatever you want to call it that it's a computer game, you can make it do whatever you want, blah 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 blah. The crazy thing is I can set this up just like this on a real life machine in real life and have it come out just this spot on. And that is freaking awesome when you do that. This and working a field from left to right, right to left, whatever you want, and skipping every other row and just having that striped looks awesome. I had it was the potato farm I used to work for. And one of the owners of that potato farm, he was very OCD, right? Everything. And in the fall, after harvest, we would come through and we would harrow, to spread out the chaff mat. We would harrow every acre that was going to get potatoes, but we would go across them all twice. So 1,200 acres of harrowing. And what he would like to do is, if you had two fields right next to each other, you would go at the same angle across both fields, but you'd have to reset your GPS And it was really cool because when you get two um, pivot circles together, you would make a checkerboard across both of them. And then when his friend that was a crop duster was up flying over those in the fall, he would take pictures of it. And so you'd get these two pivots with perfect checkerboard patterns on them, and it's just the coolest picture. Um, I'll have to see if I can find it and throw it up on the channel, but it was so cool when we could get that all to line up and work out. And I think I'm going to um, rethink my idea, and we're gonna. What are we stuck on now? Another tree? Goodness. Come on, Delta Track. I bet if I had a 900 horse John Deere on here, it would pull it past the tree. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay. We're definitely going to add this. Whoop. Just about turned into ourselves there. We're going to add a second headland because I am tired of running into the trees and doing everything wrong. So we're going to get a headland on here. And then we'll continue on with our back and forths, and then we'll get her done. So thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. If you haven't already, don't forget to give us a like. I'll be honest, I haven't even checked the likes. So I'm hoping you're leaving them. I just totally forgot to do that. So transferring everything over, trying to get everything set up on a new computer is, some of the stuff is just like if it's files like within OBS or within FarmSim, you can just take them from one to the other and drop them in and away you go. But other stuff you have to rebuild from the ground up, and so some of my OBS I had to rebuild. So some of the alerts and everything that we were practicing with and playing with at the very end there did not get set up, and so but I'll be honest, this stream has gone far better than I even expected it would, because I am streaming on Wi-Fi, believe it or not, because the Mac does not have a hardwire port into it. So I've got to do a little bit of reading on how to get that done and if that does make that big of a difference or not. So Sim Guy's got his tea and he's back for the madness. Absolutely, this is exactly what this is madness. So, but we're going to try to get this field wrapped up on the stream yet today. Okay, this might be a little... There's our summer house, where we come to vacation in the summer. Go way up to the north. Into another tree. Goodness. Maybe I need smaller equipment. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe these big drills are just too big. I can't handle the responsibility. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so make a big old circle here. Turn back around. We're going to drop it in. And sweet. There we go. Let me get back to... Yep, BC, and so far it has been okay. But what I am seeing a little bit on my end is it seems to shoot it through in pockets. So I'll have, 3 or 4 minutes of good, great, reception, and then all of a sudden it will drop to nothing for 30 seconds or something, and then it'll be back. Um, so that's why I was trying to do this early on a Saturday. The wife's at practice, and the little girls are still sleeping, so nobody's on their phones yet. Nobody's streaming anything. So, um, yeah, it's. I had to eat. Seeing the crows fly away from us there, I had to eat crow this morning because when I was doing some test streaming yesterday to get ready, is when I noticed it sends pockets of data through, and it's very annoying. But it is what it is. But we didn't have that at our old house in Montana, but we also had fiber internet, which was lightning fast and super reliable. So once I plugged into the computer or plugged the computer right into the router, so I had a hardwire, I had zero connection issues, zero reception issues. All of that was gone. Um, don't have that luxury here because we are stuck with Spectrum internet. And well, if you know anything about internet at all, Spectrum is less than desirable. So, but yeah, like I said, I was expecting to have a lot more issues, a lot more problems. Um, and as I say that now, I'm getting the message that the bit rate is dropped. So that's the biggest thing I'm noticing is that bit rate drops, and then I get that message. Ooh, just turned right on to myself. Man, am I good. So, but we're going back and forth. We're taking care of our weeds. Copper, if you are correct. What's copper? I missed it, man. Oh, you missed my farming history lessons. Well, you'll have to tune in because with the new job, um, it's I work for Horsch here in America, and there is obviously they're a German company, German made, um, and so I had the opportunity last fall in November to go to Germany for the first time, um, and did about a week's worth of training, and then they were kind enough to let me stay and attend Agritechnica, which is the world's biggest farm show on a couple of different levels. Um, Number of people that show up, number of acres under roof of farming equipment that you can see, and it's everything is there. I mean, everything that you can think of. Um, and so it was really cool because I had a bonus um, opportunity where one of my coworkers from here in America is originally from Germany and grew up farming, ranching, working for farmers, and was a mechanic in Germany. So he basically gave me 2.5 days of a private guided tour of Agritechnica, explaining all of the farming concepts in Germany, why they have the equipment that they have, what they do with it. Um, and so for that opportunity with him in Germany, connected a lot of the dots um, to why there's a lot of the stuff in the game that some of the American folks struggle with and don't understand, why things are the way they are. And so to kind of tie all of those concepts together for me, being from America, loving this game as much as I do, it was super cool to understand the realism beside it and a whole new appreciation for European farming, a whole new appreciation for farm sim. It was just amazing. Um, I did not see the main Horsch factory sim guy. I did see the factory where the Leeb sprayers are. I had an opportunity there. Um, and yeah, then for Agritechnica, and it was awesome. Truly, really, the only thing missing was my family. Since it was a work trip, they didn't get to go along. They had school and everything, obviously, so they didn't get to go. But It was absolutely amazing. Driving 135 miles an hour on the Autobahn, very cool. So it was a fun time. It was a good time. I had a great time. Went with a good group of guys from work, so it was fun. But yeah, I got home from the trip, and I was going through some of my stuff and kind of looking through some of the souvenirs and everything that I got, and I realized that there was a whole entire building at Agritechnica that I did not see. I missed. Um, and so it was kind of hit me when I was home then that I missed a whole entire building. There was just so much to see. Oh, yes, you are correct. Same guy. It was 135 kilometers. My bad. Sorry about that. So, but it was amazing. And it gave me lots of ideas for series for things to do on the channel. Just need to polish up the equipment just a skosh, but more importantly, just get the time to sit down and do it. So, um, hopefully, life is getting a little bit slower for us. Um, some of the sports stuff is winding down. Some of the kids stuff is starting to wind down. So we'll we'll get there. Um, but yeah, it was just amazing. It was an amazing time, an amazing trip. Super thankful that I got to go. So, the Go Wheel pack that's Farm Sim released earlier or later, whenever they released it, doesn't matter. Um, got to see some of that stuff in person, and that was crazy because that stuff is also it's huge, but on a totally different scale than America. Um, and some of the self-propelled, um, the beet harvesters, the potato harvesters over there, the self-propelled stuff, is just it's huge. It's insane. Um, got the got the opportunity to see some of that, um, and climb on it, sit in it. Um, it was just awesome. Um, learned all about weeders, um, how they're used, where they're used, made a much more sense to me now. And just, oops, turned into myself. That's not what we want to have happen, but such is life. So, but yeah, it was a crazy trip. It was amazing. So we'll talk about more of it as we go along. Um, it was crazy. One of the first things when we pulled up to the training center, there was a field of beets, um, right behind the factory, and sitting alongside the road was um, the Ropa Mas, the sugar beet loader, something that we've never seen here in the States much. Um, and it was crazy. Like, a couple of the guys I would with had never seen it, never heard it, never didn't know what it was. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a blah 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 from the Farm Sim game, and it's they do use those in real life. So that was really fun to do. Um, and see those because again, it's just not something we see here. I mean, this is what we see here. Um, air drills, seeders, things like that. So, but let's look at a couple of things here. Yes, I did cheat and sped things up a little bit. You guys didn't see that. Don't look at me like that. I can feel you judging me, and I'm okay with it because I really don't care. All right, so let's look and see what we've got going here. What do we think about starting on some lentils? I'm pretty sure those can be planted in April. Probably not, though. I don't know. Um, shall we do... Let's do peas down there in 53, 23, 22. How does that sound? Because then we'll put lentils over here in 58, 10. I like that. Because I'm trying to think why... Because if we do barley, wheat, and oats... Oh, I'd kind of like a canola field, though. Maybe we skip the oats and do canola and just have a 6-crop rotation. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to skip oats, do wheat, barley, canola. Yeah. Okay. I will get that all written down. Have it laid out and designed a little bit better for you guys by next time. Okay? If there is a next time, as they say in... oh, what is the name of that silly show? Oh, I can't think of it. It's like a sports show. All right. Anyway, let's start here. We're gonna go counterclockwise this time because that's how we're lined up, and we're not needing any fertilizer, which is good. Peas don't need a whole lot, and so yeah, we're just gonna start on this. I'm not sure. We're going to try the child one more time. If she doesn't have to be to school at 10, which is in about 45 minutes where I am, I can stream a little longer. Everybody likes that, right? I know I heard her yelling at her cat earlier, so she might be kind of grumpy, so... She was not thrilled with the cat and his antics this morning, so... But we can get some peas planted yet. At least part of it. Then we know where we got to start and finish and all the fun stuff that we got to do there. So, oh, we're going to get into a fence. Hold you. If Clutch is the best driver in Farm Sim, and I've said this before, BigSky Farms is the worst driver in Farm Sim. And I think if you go back and watch the last 30 to 45 minutes of this stream, you will see that I am in fact correct and the worst driver in Farm Sim. I am just tearing up the middle of these fields. It's awfulness, 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 I tell you. So... everything's looking good so far. I'm liking that. I hope I'm not making you guys motion sick doing these first outside rounds. It's just kind of how the old rubber ball bounces, I suppose. Bum, 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 bum. I think I might have to, for now that it's spring, might have to resurrect the old Moore's Manitoba map. Although I'm pretty sure that map will tax this computer beyond belief. But see, I love that big map. The downside is, as some of the people have said, it does not make for super great content solely because it's so big and you do nothing but this. So for me, from a player standpoint, I love this. And you can ask my beautiful bride and my family, I could sit here and do this all day long. And it would never, for me, it would never get old. Get tired of it, need a break? Yeah, absolutely. But it would never get old. And so we're going to get over just a little bit there. We're going to test the straightness of the fence lines here in Canada. Goodness. Fence lines are pretty straight. Maybe my GPS needs an adjustment. There we go. There we go. We're doing a little better now. Okay. This is the little jog that I don't like. Now, I don't like it from an operation standpoint, from a map realism standpoint. Come on, there you go. I love it. This is what gives the map the character and everything. So, I think I'm going to be doing two. I got. Oh, careful. This is just going to be what it is. A disaster. Just think, we could go around this whole field twice, guys. Twice. So, with these big air drills, and I say you typically, everybody and every farm is going to be different in how they do it, right? So if you get 10 big farmers together in a room, you're going to have 10 different opinions on how to do things. What makes the most sense in my mind, right, BC? This is the hard part. Doing 2 wraps, 2 laps, headlands, whatever you want to call them, around the head of the field, because in real life, you would use this as set your field boundary. And so when you crossed coming in and doing your infill rows or your back and forths, you would, your drill will automatically pick up. And when you hit your headlands. And I've seen a couple of guys, I actually rode around for about 4 hours with a kid one day, that had auto steer and auto turn in his case tractor. And he literally sat there and pushed one button all day long. Once he was done with these headlands, he started off on his back and forths, and his fields were like 4,000 acres a piece, 3,000 acres. He would push one button to acknowledge the turn. Yes, they are, Sim Guy. I have been on multiple drills that were this size, the 75 footers. It's technically it's 76, um, but um, and I was on one farm that had two 84-foot ones just like this. Pulled my matching case 620 quad tracks. It was a really cool farm. I wish I could have spent a little more time out there with those guys, um, but he would push one button and acknowledge that the turn was coming up, and then the tractor would adjust. And when the drill hit what had already been seeded, it would automatically pull it out of the ground, shut the seed off, and then the GPS would kick in. It would make his turn for him, come back in, and as soon as it hit the right spot, it would drop the drill down, start the seed, and once he acknowledged that turn, he didn't have to do anything other than, kind of pay attention, make sure the turn was going to go okay. But the tractor and the computer did everything else, and it was so cool to watch because he was kicked back in his chair, and it would beep at him that the turn was coming up, so he'd hit the button, and it would turn, and that would be it. So I can't wait to cut the peas on this field because that's gonna lots of little corners and little finishes and everything. So I think I took most of the weird stuff out, so horseplay shouldn't struggle with this. But I think um, with this series, I can set up horseplay auto drive to run the cart for us, and we can do most of the combining, so that won't be too bad. So and it's kind of funny, we look at this and it's like, oh yeah, we're just about back to the top of the field. Nope, not even close. Whole bunch of turns around. So that's okay. It makes the game fun, interesting, exciting. And keeps us moving. What time is it getting to be? All right, I got about 6 minutes, and then I actually have to go physically check on the kid. So this is one of the little fingers that I was thinking about taking out, and I didn't. I cleared it of trees, but I ultimately ended up just leaving it in there because it kind of makes it fun, right? Gives a challenge to the worst driver in Farm Sim. Like the worst driver in Farm Sim needs any more challenge, right? All right. Coming up here. Now, you guys watch what I'm going to do here. You guys all think I'm going left around this finger. And you're right, I'm going to. Fleeting thoughts about going the other way around, and but I am going to finish off finish off the top of this field, because I know if I don't, I'm going to forget about it later and see it as we're driving by, and it's going to bother me the whole season. So we're going to see if we can make that get there. Come back. There we go. Oof, it's close. Not pretty, and I don't like turning that short, but sometimes life just makes you do that. So. All right. I think I can actually do this. Here we go. have to be constantly on my watch here for a bit, because I just say, yeah, don't need to pay attention to it. 2-3 hours will go by and I'll have done nothing but this. So, okay. And so I'm not going to be able to quite get it all in one pass. We'll have to come back and get a second pass in there, but that's okay. Oh, one little spot. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, back to my Germany trip. You see, I got my FS hat. I got that at the farm sim booth in Germany. I won't say the absolute highlight, but hanging out at the farm sim building was pretty cool. They had the Horai wheel and side panel set up, and they also had the Thrustmaster stuff set up. And so I actually got to try out both of them while I was in Germany. It was pretty cool. Felt a little bit awkward that a grown man was standing in line with children to play a children's game. It was a little awkward, but we made it through. I didn't get arrested or anything, so it was cool. So, but I was in that building for a fair amount of time because it was kind of rainy while we were there, as is winter in Germany, from my understanding. But it was wet and rainy and chilly, so I was just standing in the building there, and that was one place I could get good service. So I stood in there for quite a while and called the wife. But you watched, there was some adults that came through and had to try the game. So, well, do you need to go outside? Okay. All right. Well, you don't need to climb up on me, okay? If you'll give me just a second, okay? If you guys will give me just a moment here, I gotta go take care of the pets. And so I will see if I can figure out how to do this now. There we go. All right, I will be right back, guys. All right, there we go. Not sure why the microphone wasn't working, but you know, it's always something, right? So, kid does not have to go to practice this morning, so we can stream a bit longer today. A bit longer. So let's at least get these headlands done. I do have to bring the wife some breakfast because she has to do a little bit of extended stay at work because some of her coworkers are on spring break. So the beauty of section control on our drill here is we're going to follow this line a little bit. We'll hopefully make it less whippy-washy back and forthy. But still give us just that little extra room turning the corners here. And if I'm a quarter of the way as smart as what I think I am. Hello, old dog. Are you awake? Hmm? Hi. You want to come up? Hmm? You want to come up? Come on. You can make it up here. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, we're going to miss. We're going to miss. We missed. You want to say hi to everybody? Hmm? Oh, we're going to get into real big trouble here. Hang on. There we go. Here. Hi. Hey, here. Hang on. Oh, are you leaving? You don't need to leave. Hmm? Are you leaving or staying? Here. Hmm? You going to say hi to everybody? Okay, you're going to leave. Okay. All right, bye, Bailey Rose. Bailey the Beagle stops in to say hi, and she's gone again. All right, let's get things done here. I don't think she could have chosen a worse time to jump on my lap. Just trying to do that corner. But that's okay. It is A-okay to me. So hopefully our GPS monkeying around to get closer to that fence didn't screw up the rest of the field. Or at least this pass, but I'm sure it did. Because, well, that's what happens when old BigSky tries to outsmart and outthink the game. Right? What was it Jake said earlier? You plan, farm sim laughs. It's true. It's very true. Told you I was going to use that, Jake. Thanks. Don't worry. I'll give you credit when I use it. So we're going to go straight here. Turn that corner there. And come back on the other side and get this little, I'll say skip, but it's not really a skip. No, but it is what it is. Okay, that's new. Wait a minute. Huh. Oh, I love my life. I do love my life. Okay. Love it. Okay. But I'm like, why are the weeds not being worked up? The ground is still being turned because the ground is changed because it gets rid of the lime, but we're not planting anything. So we need to open our. Here we go. And while that truck is warming up and airing up, we will Okay, so I have to do this. Okay, so there shouldn't be anything in there. Okay. We hope. We hope. All right. This is good. This is really good. Now what? All right. Might be too far under, maybe? I didn't think we were, but whatever. That should be okay. Oh. I have got nothing. I have got absolutely nothing. I don't even know. I don't know. I I just don't know. Don't know anything at all about anything. Don't know anything about anything. Know a lot about nothing. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Just know that we have a mess to clean up there. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know about any of this anymore. Don't know about any of this. Don't know, don't know, don't know. I am actually starting to get a little hungry too myself. Okay, so all right, well, with these unexpected frivolities that have come up, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream here pretty quick. So we're gonna get this reloaded and get this little blip covered and get us set up and ready to go for the next time. So let's finicky thing? Jeez Louise. Gravy. I tell you what, guys. Whoops. Let's get us up and out of the way here. Harp on it in case it rains. Typically, you wouldn't be able to start the fan until those lids are closed, but hey, there we go. That looks better. Okay. This is going. This is going, this is going, this is going well. Oh, Sim Guy, I am just fine. It's just the perils of BigSky Farms live stream farming simulator. All the little things that I can hide and edit out and, you know, things like that when you make videos. Can't hide it on a live stream. So it's all there for all the world to see. But that's okay. That's the fun of why we do this, right? Number one, for the fun. Number two, for the challenge. Number three, for the money. Mostly for the money. All right. This is where we are going to end for the day. I really wish we didn't have to, because I could sit here and do this with you guys all day. But sadly, life must go on. So, got the tracks getting a little dirty, but that's okay. Guys, appreciate your time, appreciate your attention, appreciate your energy. We will see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and enjoy. Oh, see, I can't even figure out how to end the stream. There we go. BigSky Farms signing off. See you next time.